Hello again. Well, this is a little video for my mate Grasshopper Outdoors. Um, we've been talking about these zip ties and getting them open. And well, I've used zip ties for years. These zip ties here, a typical little zip tie, they're only small. Well, I use them in model aeroplanes and some big model aeroplanes have a huge amount of electrics in them, and obviously lots of wires, and with undercarriages and flaps and all sorts of other little devices, and so you need a little, you need to wrap them up, and well, if I can get it in, and you know, connect it up like that. And of course, as you're connecting them up and you make a mistake or something, you don't want to just keep cutting them off because obviously they're what can I say? I was going to say that you don't want to waste them. And I mean I've still got a lot of these, and I've been using them for years. I mean, this is definitely 30 years old. This tie, definitely 30 years old. So right, so what I get is there's something called a T-pin. That's a T-pin, and T-pins are used in wig making, and they're for holding wigs onto a wig block. That's what they're actually for. That's what they're manufactured for. So they're a sort of a hairdressing product, really, I suppose. And what you do, this I've made a little tool out of it. No, I'm not getting the little tool for you, but it's basically a T-pin. It's a pin. It's a pin. You can push it in nicely with a bit of wood on the end, just to sort of make it so you can put it in easily. And so what you do, I can get this here. It's not in focus, and what you do is you just put the pin in here. I probably won't be able to do it now. Let's do it properly. Put the pin in there, and then just hang on, folks. camera. Yeah, you put that in there. If I can get it in there, doing it through the camera, so I can't really see. There you go, and then you just pull it out like that. Now then, when you put the pin in, it damages the little sort of ratchety thing that's in here, and so you can't do it forever. You can't keep doing it, but I mean you can do it a few times. So I'll do it again for you. Put it in, pull it up, and you push the pin in. You can use any old pin, and yeah, here we go. So that's how you do a zip tie. A small one, that's a small zip tie. They do come smaller than that, but that is one of the smallest ones. And once you've positioned them in a model aeroplane, you can then cut all the rubbish off at the end, can't you? To that effect, what I've done is, this is 7 or 8 years old, something like that. It's a little sort of survival thing that I made. I'll just see if I can position it a bit better. Go like that a little bit. Still same. All right, so what we've got here is a zip tie. Now, zip ties themselves are very useful. This can be used as a sort of, you join it up and you've got yourself a little ring, haven't you? And you can hang something with that. So that could be, on its simplest form, that's a key ring. Okay, key ring. This is a camera, can't, I'm doing it through the camera. That is a little thing, stop, and that is my needle holder. Obviously, needles are fantastic things, and they can be used for all sorts of things, but they can be used for opening a zip tie if you wanted to. I use it for taking out splinters. Put that up there. This is a hairpin. Now this is something that you could make into a, if you lock picking, you could turn it into a lock pick, and you can turn it into a tension tool. You could make a tension tool and a lock pick out of that if you wanted to, but it has other uses. You can use this for tying something up. Actually, I use that for poking it out, don't I? Normally. This is a safety pin, and this is a very good, you can make a fishing hook out of it and all sorts of stuff. But of course, what you use it for, if I can get it in there, it's for unlocking a zip tie. That's what it's for, unlocking a zip tie. It's one of the things you could use it for. Hundreds of uses for a safety pin, though. Absolutely so many different uses. 101 uses of a safety pin. Paperclip, the old MacGyver thing. You can make a lot. Obviously lock picking and all that jazz, but it's a bit of wire. You can use a bit of wire for all sorts of things. Electronics and all that sort of stuff. Now then, this is a hair grip. There's hairpins. Oops, it's gone. Hairpins and hair grips. That's a pin. That's a grip. Now, hair grips, obviously, actually, you can use them just for holding something. So you could use it like a paper clip. You can bend it out and you can make a lock pick out of it. You can use it for tying things. There's electronic uses for it. It's got a nice handy little sort of a serrated, wavy bit, which you can use. You could use that as a rake. I mean, the person to see about hair grips, Brummy's got me at it now, is Brummy, because he uses these a lot in his thing. And then this is, in America they call them a barrette. Now then, this is a barrette that's been cut because this bit's been taken off, and it's made of steel, stainless steel, spring steel, and it's a hair clip. So it goes like that. There's a little bit on here, and then it flexes backwards and forwards, and it's a hair clip. It clips the hair. Right, so that's a shim. You've got two shims on there, this one here and this one here, and they can be used for all sorts of different little things, different types of lock, etc. It's thin and it's very, very strong. This is a store card which has been cut out in a particular way, and you can put that into a door, and then you've got a little door thingy here, and then you can pull it back like that, and then that opens the door. Okay, you can do different things with it. So there we go. Make it yourself. It's a nice little kit, and I've been carrying this little kit for a few years now, and well, I've never really used it, but this pin here and these sort of zip ties, well, yeah, I've used them a lot over the years. That has been done a lot. Okay, well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that helps you, Grasshopper. See you around, folks.